Hi guys, I hope you're well. Today's video is going to be a vlog which I never ever do on this channel, but I thought I would start one on my wedding really. If you are a long-time subscriber or maybe you follow my blog, I don't know, you'll know that I am getting married, or by the time this video actually goes live I will already be married, which is a bit scary. So yeah, I thought I would show you like some of the bits and bobs I've been making really, which I didn't do as tutorials just because they're either really easy to explain or I didn't want them to be on my channel sort of before the day, so I didn't really want to spoil some of the preparation and things we went through in order to get the day together really. So yeah, this is a bit of an impromptu video vlog for me. I can only show you some of the bits at the moment as we live in Cyprus and we're having the wedding in the UK, so a lot of the stuff is being housed at my mum's house. So when I go back there in a few weeks I will show you bits from there, but for now I will show you what I have already made. Okay, so as you would have seen in some of my sort of previous videos, these are my place cards. They're all sort of ready to go pretty much, apart from people who still haven't RSVP'd, so I'm just waiting to put their names on and things. I have one bottle here for the wedding favours, which you saw in the video. It has a match in and it says in very teeny tiny writing, Chris and Kat the perfect match, and then the date of the wedding. I just thought that was like kind of a cute little wedding favour. And then these are just the blank ones at the moment. I've left the sticky back plastic, the double-sided sticky on them for now, because I'm going to stick all the little wedding favours on like maybe the day before or something, just because they'd be a lot easier to transport. And also, apart from this little one, all the other wedding favours are in the UK. So those are those. We are having a pretty awesome guest book. It's not your sort of typical guest book in my opinion, unless I've jumped on the bandwagon without realising it. And we're just having like a plain brown, same sort of cardboard as this really, photo album type thing. It's one of those self-adhesive ones anyway, and I've made like a little label just to stick on the front which says Mr. and Mrs. Raymond's guest book. It's pretty self-explanatory, the same font as everything I've used for the wedding stationery, and then these cute little birds which I picked up in Paper Chase, just little stickers. And then I think we're going to have a little doily behind it onto the photo album, which will be pretty cool. Sticking with the theme of photographs, we love photographs, me and Chris, absolutely mad on taking pictures of anything and everything, and for goodness sake I have a blog, I take a lot of pictures. So I've made these little cards. Yeah, I've made these little cards, I'm going to just cover my email address there, that say, we love photos, please tag, I can't read it, please tag your Instagram, Facebook and Twitter photos, hashtag Gentry Raymond Wedding. So those are those. I've made a load of those just to like stick on the tables for people to take away, or at the bottom it says our email address if people, like, you know, older people don't use Facebook or Instagram etc, so they can sort of send on the pictures for us. And then finally I have to show you these. I've made some table centres, sorry, and I wanted to incorporate table numbers into them, so these are going to go into bottles. They are so easy to make. All I did was print off some numbers, as you do, stick them on some brown cards, and then got a hot glue gun and glue gunned a kebab stick onto the back, and then just got some more glue and another bit of card just to cover over the top of the kebab stick because I thought it would just look a bit prettier. And then yeah, I've made a load of those, so I need to stick them into the bottles. And at the moment I'm in the process of making thank you cards. I have quite a few to make as you can see, I will be doing a tutorial on these, which I will link in the down bar. So yeah, I'm just in the process of making those, and then I think I've done all my wedding stationery. Thank God. I'm actually getting to the point. Just so you can sort of get a feel for what my life is like at the minute. This is kind of wedding chaos. This is my craft room. I have a table here. I also have a desk here with more wedding shite everywhere. There are so many doilies in this room. There are doilies here. There are doilies there. It's just doily mayhem. But it's fine. Hi guys, welcome back. So it is Wednesday, the 11th of June. I've got to be a bit quiet because my mum works nights and she's currently trying to sleep. But yeah, it is the 11th of June. I'm back in the UK. I had my hen do at the weekend, which was absolutely awesome. Really, really good. I'm still suffering now, hence the slightly husky voice, but it's fine. So yeah, I thought I would show you some of the bits and bobs that I've made in preparation for the wedding. I am hoping that I can show you on site when everything's up, like everything sort of where it would be, but failing that, you will see now some of the bits that I've made. Okay, so I've got to talk kind of quietly because my mum is asleep in the next room. But yeah, I'm in my old room. My old room looks a lot different now if you've been a long time watcher. This is my room, or what was my room. Excuse the mess. I've had to move things so that I can show you stuff, so yeah, anyway. I'm going to show you what will be our table plan. What we wanted to do was get like a wooden crate. Why am I breathing so hard? And turn it into like a table plan. So this is the table plan, which looks like this. So we've got one of these wooden crate boxes, which just looks like that. I've actually managed to borrow this from a real farm, which I think adds to kind of like the rustic theme, and I love it. And then just with some brown card which matches in with all of the invites, place cards, thank you cards, save the dates. I've done all of our tables. We have 14 tables, 2 for the top and then 12 for the guests. And then just got this photo frame from the charity shop and put find your seat in it so people know what this actually is. I haven't put anyone's names and things on this yet, just because it's kind of too early to finalise the table plans, because inevitably somebody will like not turn up, or you know. I got these little pegs and some twine to hold all of the cards on. The pegs are from the range. I've just chosen like some sort of light pinky ones and blue ones that kind of match in with the wedding. The doilies are from eBay. This is just, you know, bog standard brown card. I've got twine sort of attached to attach them all. So that is what that will look like. It will go on like a table, obviously not on the floor, when it's in the marquee. Okay, so next to show you I have, these are going to be our table, part of our table centres. I can't take credit for any of these really, as my mum's partner, his daughter got married recently and had some rustic elements to her wedding, and then very nicely asked us if we would like anything that she'd made, and I absolutely love these. These are so cute. She did have like purple flowers and stuff and little purple bows on them, but I kind of took them out because it doesn't go with our colour theme, and I've just kept them quite plain with the cream. If you've been checking out any of my like blog posts and stuff, I do have how the table centres are going to look, but I could actually insert a clip here of what they will look like, unless I show you at the wedding, but I don't know yet. Oh, the tension. I've also got these, which are just like wedding props. We've got a old-fashioned briefcase, which I just picked up at a charity shop. It was actually locked as well, which was interesting, trying to get the combination to open that. But there we are. And then we have stuck just some rustic bunting onto it, Chris and Kat, as you do. And then this really cute little like heart peg, which I just found in some little crafty bits we had lying around. We've then got a nice little picture of me and Chris, and this frame's also from charity shop. I just think it looked quite cute. And then we've got a jug, which is from a shop, which I don't know if it's like a local thing or, you know, like a chain. It's called QD's, and we've just put like some corn in here from the fields, just to kind of give another sort of rustic look and just a nice sort of decoration for the wedding. We also have another prop, which is a typewriter, which I found in my granddad's garage. My granddad was like quite a hoarder, and I think this was my auntie's, and I just thought it was so cool. It doesn't work, so we kind of just like printed out what we wanted it to say, as you can see, which says, "This is where our story begins, in a tent in a field drinking Pimm's," because we're having Pimm's at the wedding as well, because we're awesome. And I just thought this would look like really cute, again, as like another kind of prop. We've also got another suitcase on a larger scale this time, and I love this. Like, there is a story behind this. I went to like a boot sale and found a lovely woman selling material in this suitcase, and I said to her, "Oh, how much for the suitcase?" And she's like, "Oh, I didn't think anyone would be wanting to buy the suitcase. I'm here really to sell the material." And I said, "Oh well, I really want a suitcase like this for my wedding, you know." And she got like all excited and was like, "Oh no, you know, you must have it." And I got it for an absolute steal at £5, which was awesome. And then she said, "Oh, would you like any material? Like have some lace to go with it?" And she gave us all this lovely lace all for free, which was so sweet of her, which we're just going to use to line like the inside. I've done a really bad job of dressing this, but it's just kind of to show you. And then we've put like card bunting on the inside and hot glued that in. It does need sorting out because it's kind of curling, but it's fine. I did this like last year, so I absolutely love this, and that's obviously to put any cards and gifts and things from people, and then we can just take it away in a suitcase. I do really love this because I think it looks quite rustic, and again kind of going with like the bohemian kind of theme. I can't really take credit for the idea, as I did get this from Pinterest, but this is just my take on some of the ideas that people had put on there. Also got some more bunting, like paper bunting I've made that says Mr. and Mrs, but I can't remember for the life of me what it's for. But I'm sure it will be fine and it will go somewhere. It may have gone in the suitcase, but I don't know where. But yeah, it's fine. And then this is what I think is really cool. We've got Polaroid camera, glasses, moustaches, and then we've got our guest book. I think I showed you previously like the label I've made, and we are having little speech bubble post-its. I've just put in there, leave us a lovely message, love Chris and Kat, and I'm going to put a picture of us up with the Polaroid on the day before when we're setting up, just so like people get a gist of how to use it, etc. I have made a sign and we're calling this Snap and Chat, and this is our guest book. But I absolutely love these glasses. Like, tell me these glasses aren't amazing. These are going to be so cool. It doesn't matter if you put like a sad face, you just look happy. Or angry. These are absolutely awesome, so those will be like really cool for taking selfies and stuff. And then obviously the moustaches, you know, so those are like super awesome. So yeah, I'm going to show you like the sign for Snap and Chat in a little bit, which is outside because it's huge and not something we can store indoors. Oh yeah, the camera we picked up on eBay. Make sure you get the right film, because my sister had a Polaroid camera we were going to use, but I then realised they don't make film for it anymore. That's how old it is. This isn't one of like the super new ones. It's, I think they've got like an 8 out now. I just went for this one because it was relatively reasonable, and then obviously got film for that. The glasses, I believe, came from like a pound shop. My mum got these, and again, like the moustaches, probably a pound shop as well. They do have the sticky stuff on, but obviously they're gonna go a bit rank after a while, so just put them on cocktail sticks. The guest book, I picked this up from Paper Chase. It is a self-adhesive one, so you can just literally stick them in, and that makes our lives a lot easier for like the photos and stuff. And then I made obviously the label, and the doily is from the pound shop. Oh yeah, and the little post-its we're using in the guest book for people to leave us a note on, they are from Paper Chase. Little speech bubbles, which I think are like super duper cute and quite fitting. What else can I show you? We've got these little jars. Again, these were given to us. We're quite lucky like that, really. Just with like some little roses in, like so, just to dot around for more sort of decoration. And then we've got these jars, which I'm not sure where they're from actually, because my mum got these. With just like some battery powered little fairy lights in, and we're going to put these outside the entrance to the marquee when it gets a bit darker, because it looks like pretty and nice and wonderful, and I'm getting excited thinking about all this. And then we got given again some like rustic, what's this called? You know that stuff, bunting. So it all looks like this. It might be easier if I show you on the floor. Yeah, so we've got like this, which is like really nice. I think the girl who gave it to us, she painted these on, which is really sweet, and sewed like little bows onto some of them as well. So that's going to look really lovely. And then I'm very lucky. I come from quite like a crafty family. I think that's why I'm crafty. My mum has made all of this lovely bunting. My other half doesn't actually like bunting, but it's fine because I like bunting, and if I like it, he likes it. But it took her hours to do this, and it is so cool, and it's something I'll definitely keep like afterwards, because it's just too nice and just beautiful. This isn't even all of it, this is just some of it I got out to show you. But yeah, it is just amazing, and I'm making a mess of it. Oh crap. In this wonderful tin we have all of our little wedding favours, which were featured in my place card DIY, and they all say Chris and Kat, the perfect match, and the date of the wedding. So those are all of those. There are literally hundreds of them in here. So yeah, thank you Mum and my sister for doing all of those. So there we are. And then in here, I'm not going to get them out of the bag, we have loads of little like wedding cakes, which are bubbles, which we great for like the kids and stuff, and the adults obviously, because we're all super grown up. And then under the bed, all in boxes, which I can't get to all of them, I don't really want to open them too much, we have all these little jars, which took literally like forever to save. I'll just show you one. They're all different, which I like about it, and they've all been washed and decorated, and then we're going to put Pims in them, and they will be everyone's welcome drink as they come through from the ceremony. So there are literally hundreds. We got so many people to save them for us, my mum, mum's partner, my grandparents, literally everyone saving these. And they're all like really cutely decorated. And then we've got somewhere, I can't find them right now, some paper straws. So it's just going to look like really beautiful and lovely. And in this box under the bed, we've got all the chalkboards that I've made. This one I absolutely love. I love this poem, and so does Chris, so it's like got quite a good meaning to it. Here Comes the Bride. I don't want to get them all out because my mum is asleep. I'm just going to go mental. Mr. and Mrs. Raymond, because that's my last name, don't you know? And then we've got Chris and Kat on this one. And then, oh, this one is really cool. I'm just going to get it out and show you. It's fine. On this one, I put, choose a seat, not a side, real family wants the knot is tied, which I think is so true. Just so that people just grab a seat wherever they want when we have the ceremony, and they're going to be sitting on hay bales, which is awesome. Oh dear, just get this one out. I was trying not to wake my mother. And then I've got this one that says, I have found the one whom my soul loves, which again I absolutely love. I drew all these up myself because I like making things like this. I got most of my ideas from Pinterest again. Pinterest literally is amazing. And just got like some scrap pieces of wood from various locations. Painted it with chalkboard or blackboard paint, and then got some pens from chalk pens from eBay. Right, so that is everything upstairs that I can show you. I had to talk really quietly, and when I talk quietly I go into my like serious drony voice. I am happy about the wedding, I'm just trying to be super quiet, so don't think like, ooh, she's not very happy. Anyway, right, I will take you to the garage and show you where we keep all the cool stuff. Okay, so now my mum's garage, which is where we have all like the biggest things that we can't really store indoors. If there are any spiders in here, I am going to freak out, but it's fine. So, when I was talking earlier about, oh, you can see it now, I've spoilt it. Yeah, we've got the Snap and Chat sign for our wedding album. Not album, guest book, that's the one. So I've made this lovely sign, which I'm actually quite proud of. And then we'll have like a table in front of it with the book and pens and props and stuff for people to like pose with. But right now, it's just doing its thing. And then my mum's partner, very, very lovely, made us a sign for the wedding because we're having it at a farm and it's off the beaten track, so people won't necessarily be able to find it very well. So he made this all himself. He even varnished it, that's how beautiful it is. So I said like when we go back to Cyprus that Chris and Kat can go on our bar, because we have a bar and a garden. We're cool. If you watch our vlogs you would know. Anyway, so that is that sign, and he's going to erect that at the front of the farm for people to find us. What else have we got in here? Oh yeah, we've got some silver birch which we acquired. Well, my mum's partner acquired for us. Don't ask me how, because I don't know. And he has he's put like little labels on it and stuff, which you can see here. For him to assemble it at the site. He has already assembled it in the garden just to check it's all good and it's lovely, which it is, and then he will assemble that properly at the site on the day before, which is cool. And then over here we have something which Chris rather wonderfully made. I don't think I'm going to be able to show you, slash I'm frightened I'm going to break it. And there's a big massive spider on it. No, I'm not doing that. Anyway, hopefully I'll be able to show you like at the site when we put it all together. But that is a photo booth. On the other side it's going to have picture frames all nailed onto it, and then where the two holes are people stick their heads through, and there's going to be two frames on there and they pose, and it's going to be really cool. So we have a photo booth at our wedding. So yeah, and then we've just got some like leftover corn in a bucket, which I'm sure will come in very handy. So yeah, I think I've actually pretty much shown you everything I can at the minute, apart from my dress and things like that, but obviously you won't see that yet. Yeah, that's what we're doing. Everything's sort of homemade and crafty. We didn't want to go for like a whole kind of formal, crazy wedding because I don't like formal occasions. They make me nervous, and yeah, so it's quite a sort of chilled out wedding. And yeah, we've pretty much done everything now. Chris still needs to get his outfits, which he's doing in the next sort of week or so when he comes back from Cyprus. Then we've got about a month and then the big day is here, and it's so awesome. I'm so excited, oh my god, oh my god. So yeah, hopefully I can show you sort of the erection of our marquee, because it's not like your typical marquee, and like everything's sort of set up kind of thing. If not, I will put pictures in. Oh, it's gonna be so cool. Anyway, I will leave it there because I'm going to bore you otherwise. But that is what I've made. All those bits I've shown you were made or put together and done quite cheaply, really. Pardon me, but it will look really effective. So yeah, if you've got any questions, leave them below, and I will see you nearer the wedding.